Hello, my name is Anthony Parente, and I'm here today to talk with you about the licensure requirements for LGPCs and LCPCs. I'm the director of the Master's Plus and Certificate of Advanced Studies in Psychology program at Loyola University in the Psychology department. This video is being taped so that you can refer to it as you navigate your way through the landscape to get to the LCPC. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. I work in private practice. I do business consultations. I am a professor here, of course, at Loyola University. The license for counselors provides an excellent opportunity for those who are looking to provide counseling services, other treatment services, assessment services, and prevention services to people in need of emotional, psychological assistance. The law allows people with a master's degree and or a related master's degree to be able to be licensed at this level. The LGPC is a limited license. It stands for Licensed Graduate Professional Counselor. The LCPC is a license that allows you independent practice. The LGPC, you have to continue to work under the supervision of clinical supervisors for yourself. One is able to obtain the LGPC by having 60 graduate credits that have covered the 14 content areas that the board designates as necessary and essential to be an LGPC, as well, of course, as an LCPC. For a list of those content areas, you could refer to the State Board's website and or the Psychology Department's website for graduate programs in psychology, and click on the Master's Plus or Certificate of Advanced Study and navigate your way through that. You'll be able to find the 14 content areas. All graduates of Loyola's Master's Counseling and Practitioner program have met the state's requirements by the time they have graduated in terms of the content areas. What would be necessary for them to complete would be the remaining credits, the 12 credits needed to get to 60 credits. So they turn out to be electives for people. We often suggest that they take another semester of supervised field experience in order to continue to work towards those requirements for an LGPC. Once you obtain the 60 credits, you are able to register with the board after they approve of you being ready to sit for the exam. The exam is the National Board for Certified Counselors exam, and you can sit for it once you've completed the 60 credits. There is another requirement, which is that you are doing supervised field experience beyond the 60 credits for a total of 3,000 hours. But the hours count that you accumulated during your supervised field experience courses, internships, externships with various master's degrees. So whatever's left over when you get to the 60 credits, whatever's left over in terms of supervised hours, those hours are added to the 2,000 post-60 credits, or post-master's degree, I should say. It is post-master's degree that need to be accumulated in order to become an LCPC. LCPCs work in a variety of settings: school settings, government agencies, private practices, group practices, rehabilitation counseling agencies, community colleges, career placement centers, other mental health agencies, community mental health centers, youth service bureaus, alcohol and drug programs, gambling programs, inpatient and outpatient. Many private hospitals have psychological services or psychiatric services that they provide and many of them hire LCPCs to provide services there. So the LCPC offers many career opportunities for those who have a master's degree in counseling or counseling-related coursework. For instance, you could be someone who has a master's in clinical psychology, someone who has a master's in school counseling. There are some education programs that would fit for the state's requirements, but specifically the educational degree has to be in school counseling. So it's a total of 3,000 hours, 60 credits, and what our Master's Plus program is designed to do is allow you to meet the state's requirements. It's not so easy to navigate the board's website, but I do encourage you to check the website for various pieces of information that all relate to LCPCs and for the particular legislation. Once you register to take the test to become a licensed graduate professional counselor, the board will also send you information, and there's a state license exam that's also a part of the requirements. And what that involves basically is to learn about the legislation involving LGPCs and LCPCs, and there are also some questions on ethics. There are some study references also located on our website that you can refer to in order to prep yourself for the exam. Sometimes people ask the question, well, what happens if I want to get licensed in another state? Well, every state has a law to cover licensed practitioners at the master's level, but every law has different requirements. I suggest that you check with the state that you are planning to work in order to find out what their requirements are. But it's also possible to be licensed in one state. The license is not reciprocal, but the license can be reviewed, and all of the requirements that you've accumulated to obtain the license would be reviewed by the state, and then each state would let you know what it is you'd have to do in order to meet their requirements. So because a person is licensed in Maryland, for instance, does not mean that they would be blocked from working in Virginia or in New York. There are references that you can find. We have a reference manual here in the psychology department. The American Counseling Association also has lists of the different requirements in the various states. What I would also like to let you know is that if I could be of assistance in any way with questions, with any kind of information that you're looking for that can help you to be licensed, please feel free to call upon me. You could reach me at 410-617-5384. I could be also reached by email at Parente, that's APARENTE, @loyola.edu, and I'd be happy to talk with you or to discuss the options available to you at the master's level for people who are entering the workplace. Thank you.